EDI Sports Cards. We have big news in this video. So please stay to the very end of this video. For a lot of you, you're cutting out way too early and I just go on, and I know that, but you got to stay to the very end because there's a very special bonus in this video to thank you for reaching 1,000 views or subscribers or whatever it is that YouTube wants me to do. And I want you to stay to the end. I'm going to start doing Easter eggs. And if you don't know what an Easter egg is, that's where I hide something in the video later on, because if you don't watch to the end, you miss out. So there's going to be an Easter egg in this video at the very end. So please don't click out, because I want you to get this free thing. So there's a couple things that we're going to do in this video. One is we're going to go over what Card Hoarder Nation is all about. Then the second thing is that I've created a free Facebook group. It's open to the public. Anybody can join. And that is the way that I think we can actually start to connect collectors and hobbyists together. Now, if you want to sign up for the group, the link's in the description below. Again, it's called Card Hoarder Nation. I want to welcome you. So let's go over what is a card hoarder. All right, so let's do the definition. So here you go, because this was a little confusing for some of you. So if you buy and hold cards, you are a collector. Does that make sense? If you buy and hold cards, you're a collector. You're not an investor. Investing basically means that you're buying the card and then you're selling the card, because you have to make money. You either take a loss or you take a profit. Either way, that's investing, but you have to sell stuff. If you don't sell, and we're not talking 5 years from now, 10 years from now, we're talking within a couple years. If you don't sell cards within basically 1 to 2 years, you're a collector. Because you're never going to sell that card. I know you think you will, but you won't. And if you think you're going to make money, well, then go look at the last video that I did, Is It Over? Where I basically kind of show the transparency. I want a big shout out to MindCycle Cards for doing this spreadsheet on sports card investors' actual purchases and lost value. He lost at least $1 million on all the cards that he bought. Now, that may have been great to grow a YouTube channel. He did not make $1 million in other revenue. Like, he didn't offset that revenue. So he lost a lot of money. And so what I want to know is, have you lost any money because of sports card influencers? So put that in the comments if you have. I'm just curious. But anyway, go over to the Facebook group. I want to start connecting collectors and hobbyists. I want you to be able to talk to people. There's 2 posts in there right now. Basically, the first one is, what are you buying? And the second one is, what are you selling? Because I want you to be able to buy and sell cards easier. It is not easy to sell cards on eBay, literally. And as a collector who's trying to buy cards, it's too expensive, because if I go to a show, I can put cards together. Like, I can get for 10, 20 bucks, I can get a whole bunch of cards. I can't do that on eBay. Like, here's a perfect example. I'm going to actually show you. So this is actually in another video from the Central Phoenix Card Show. I got all of these cards. These are all Kobe and MJs for almost $30. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. And 4 of them are Kobe's second years. I could not do that on eBay. It would be impossible. This would cost me 50 bucks at least, plus tax, plus shipping. I mean, it'd be a real pain in the neck. Not only that, but nobody lists cards this way on eBay. So I couldn't really do this. So going to a show as a collector is one of the best ways to pick up cards. Now, if we could use digital and social media to connect us without actually having to show up at a show, Well, then collectors that can't get dealer tables can also sell their cards. Like, I have a whole bunch of cards that I would love to be able to sell to another collector, but I can't connect with you. You can't connect with me. So go to the Facebook group, because I've tried Instagram. It's not really conducive for selling sports cards. There's a lot of fraud. There's a lot of scams. And so when you go to the Facebook group, you'll see the rules. And so I want to make sure that we follow those rules when it comes to selling and buying cards. I want you to be more protected than you are, and you will be if you follow those rules. I've been in this long enough to know that there's only really one way to protect yourself against scams and frauds, and that is to make sure that nobody takes advantage of you. And you can't do that in just regular Facebook Marketplace. You can't really do that just talking to someone on Instagram. It's just too wide open, and you have no trust. You have to give too much trust, in fact. And I don't like that, and I don't want you to go through that. So this group should help. Now, once you're in there, so here's the Easter egg, all right? So for those of you that have stayed with me, here you go. Here's the big deal. I've been doing research for the last month, okay, on sports cards, on baseball cards specifically, and I'm a Topps guy, so this is Topps. So I created a guide to collecting. So we're gonna make it like a magazine. So it's called Card Hoarder. You can see it right here. Card Hoarder, basically the 1950s. And as you can see from the table of contents, we're talking about the decade at a glance, what the sports cards look like, and there's a whole bunch of, there's a top 10 list, there's a top 25 list, and then there's a rookie report. All of these things, I've done all the research for you. I'm going to do basically card hoarder editions for every decade, starting from the 50s all the way up to modern. So this is the first edition. You get it for free inside the Facebook group. That's right. Inside the Facebook group, it is there. It's under the files section. So when you join the Facebook group, you can download this free, basically magazine called Card Hoarder, and it goes over the 1950s Topps. I'm going to do one for every single decade from 1950s all the way to modern, and that's going to be free in the Facebook group, just to make sure that that's where I want you to go. So you can't get it anywhere else. You can't get it in the links. You have to go to the Facebook group in order to get that free guide. Now, you can share that guide as much as you want. Again, it's free. Share it with as many people as you want. Hopefully you can just tell people to just go to the Facebook group and they can download it themselves. You don't have to email it. Just send them the link to the Facebook group, or tell them to just search for Card Hoarder in Facebook and they will find the group. So that's the Easter egg. I appreciate you following. I appreciate you staying with me to the very end of the video. For all of you that are already here at the end, this is kind of how I talk. So if you're new to this channel, I kind of get to the good stuff at the end. So you got to get through the beginning. And if you're a little bored, just skip ahead. I'm just going to tell you right now, if my videos get a little boring, just skip ahead a little bit. Skip ahead 30 seconds and then keep watching. Because I'm telling you right now, I get a second wind, and the end of my videos get probably more passionate than the beginning of my videos. So even though I have a lot of editing tricks going on, I'm telling you, for those of you who are new, just skip ahead 30 seconds, and trust me, the video gets really interesting after you get through the boring part. So I want to thank everybody. We are over 1,000 subscribers. If you're not subscribed, subscribe now. Hit the like button, because apparently YouTube likes the like button more than they like the subscribe button. I don't know. Do whatever you want. Don't listen to influencers. I'm not an influencer. I don't want to be famous. All I want to do is connect collectors and hobbyists together so that we can talk about cards, show off our cards, buy and sell cards, and maybe even trade cards together. So let me know the cards that you're buying. Let me know the cards that you're selling. And if maybe we can do a deal, hey, that'd be great. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.